Well, September U.S. natural gas futures briefly dipped toward $2.70 on Tuesday as bearish traders reacted to a slightly cooler shift in the 7 a.m. weather model update. But the weakness did not last long. Prices rebounded after the stock market opened at 9:30 a.m., another sign that life is becoming increasingly difficult for bears as the market starts looking beyond summer and toward the upcoming heating season. The rally gained additional momentum after the 1 p.m. weather update confirmed that the heat is not suddenly disappearing. Above normal temperatures remain forecast across Texas and the Southwest through September 7, keeping cooling demand elevated and supporting gas-fired power burn. What is particularly interesting is that natural gas continues to strengthen despite reports that Cheniere Energy's Corpus Christi LNG facility in Texas is still taking in less natural gas, suggesting maintenance work remains underway. Just a couple of weeks ago, this type of LNG maintenance news could easily have pushed prices below $2.60. Today's price action tells us that the market environment is changing. First, natural gas appears to be increasingly detached from oil. Falling oil prices are no longer automatically dragging gas lower with them. Second, the situation in Europe is becoming increasingly supportive for global gas prices. European prices remain elevated as storage levels sit unusually low heading toward winter, while supply risks persist. Disruptions around the Strait of Hormuz have also complicated LNG deliveries from Qatar. At some point, U.S. natural gas will have a harder time ignoring significantly higher prices in the global gas market. And finally, the broader natural gas cycle may itself be turning. This is easier to see on the front-month futures chart, where recent advances and declines have tended to develop in roughly 2-month waves. If that rhythm continues, the market may now be entering another 2-month bullish phase. Nat gas is inherently cyclical, and a new upswing is just beginning. Meanwhile, if Canada retaliates against the U.S. by imposing a 50% tariff on Canadian electricity exports starting January 1, 2027, the impact on U.S. natural gas could be significant. The Northeast is one of the largest gas-consuming regions during winter, and sharply higher imported electricity costs could encourage greater gas-fired power generation. In that scenario, already strong winter heating demand would be competing with higher power sector demand for the same gas supply. That could push natural gas well above $4, and under a sufficiently tight supply and storage setup, even above $5. If this scenario unfolds this winter, it could turn into the trade of a lifetime for traders who are building long positions at current prices. From a technical perspective, Tuesday's price action established yet another higher low, strengthening the case for a developing bullish reversal. The first major confirmation would come from a decisive breakout above $2.85. That would immediately put the falling 50-day moving average, currently near $2.90, into focus. Importantly, by the time prices challenge that level, the 50-day average could be much closer to the recent $2.88 high. That would create a particularly important resistance cluster. Breaking both the recent high and the 50-day moving average in the same move would provide much stronger confirmation that the trend has changed. Above that zone, the technical structure would open the door to progressively higher resistance levels. For now, the key battle remains around $2.80 to $2.85. If natural gas can finally establish itself above $2.80 and escape the long-lasting $2.70 to $2.80 consolidation range, that entire zone could transform from frustrating sideways trading into a solid technical foundation. And if the bullish reversal continues developing into the heating season, that foundation could eventually support a much larger move toward the $4 area sometime in December or January. If you're looking for a more detailed breakdown of the market, consider joining the channel. Members get early access to new videos, so you can see the analysis before everyone else. Thanks for being here, see you in the next update.